Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben Parks at 225 Marathon, and today we've got a really fun and informative video all directed towards the older runners here in our community. Anybody over the age of about 50 years old. And yeah, lots of tips and tricks what you can do to keep running fast, keep running healthy and keep running strong. So sit back, relax, let's get this video done. So thanks for joining us here on the channel for another video. We've got lots of tips and tricks, really, whether you're starting out in running or whether you've been running for many years. Now, yeah, obviously, well, hopefully you can tell, my skin's still okay. I'm not a 50+ runner yet, but I have been coaching plenty of people that are over the years with a load of success. So as a lot of you, I'm sure, already know, as we do age, as we do get older, we lose a lot of that lean muscle mass in our body. It's just that strength that decreases, and also our heart is basically a very big muscle. It loses that ability to pump that oxygen, those white blood cells around the body quite as good as it used to when we were slightly younger. But don't despair, all this getting older does not have to be doom and gloom at all. We've got lots of positives to getting older, and also some ways that you can beat some younger runners as well, so stay tuned for that. And believe me when I say you're never too late to start running. Sarah, my partner and the person filming this, her parents didn't start running until they were in their early 60s, and they now enjoy many happy runs out there every week, and also they've never been healthier and stronger. So hi Maria and Philip, I hope you're well. Right, let's get stuck into this video. As always, you can move your mouse around down below and look at various different sections, but we're going to start chatting about recovery. So when we were in our teens and 20s, we could go out, party, run all we wanted, play football, and wake up the next day and feel absolutely completely fine. But our body's ability to recover really decreases as we get older. Something that we've been doing with all of our older athletes is putting them on what we call a 14-day cycle. So they have some activity, then a rest day, some activity, then a rest day, some activity and a rest day. And it's very easy to do this on a 14-day cycle, which is a nice even number, as opposed to a 7-day cycle, a standard week, which is an odd number. All of the recovery basics that we put on the channel are even more important. So things like getting enough sleep, doing some stretching, and a nice balanced diet as well will really help and promote that really good solid recovery after our runs. So it's so important now more than ever to listen to your body. You may have been able to run through minor injuries and things like that in the past and get away with it, but it's just not possible to do that as our body ages. It's so important to have that extra rest day, or potentially do some cross training in there, some swimming, some cycling, go out on a long walk, just to give your body that extra time to recover. Right, moving on, let's chat about the importance of warming up and cooling down at the end of our run as well. We'll link to our warming up video down below. Basically, lots of dynamic stretching, around about 4 to 5 minutes of getting everything nicely warmed up, really going to help prevent pulling any muscles. And then moving on, once we're out on our run, say our goal for our run is to be running at 6-minute Ks. The first few Ks of this run should really be in the 7-minute K range, really taking that time for the body to warm up. And then you can speed up as you go on. You'll probably find you'll probably do this quite naturally anyway. And then when we get back in from our run, some static stretching. Again, we'll link to our static stretching video down below. So today's question of the day is, what advice would you give to someone aged 50+ to help with their running? I've listed all of my top tips here, but it'd be great to hear from you guys as well about the best ways to help you running as you age. Let us know down in the comments. We'll catch up down there for a chat. Right, back to the video. We're going to have a quick chat now about some speed work, 3 different types of runs that we think are really good here. The first one is a fartlek style run. If you're new to fartlek running, this is basically adding some bursts of speed, some bursts of power into your run at completely random points, but they might be around about adding 3 or 4 bursts of say 60 to 90 seconds into your regular run. Why I like this is it doesn't jar our system too much. We're not going from standing around to suddenly going fast to standing around to suddenly going fast. We can ease into it and then ease back out of it. It helps improve our running form by running up to speed as well. Just gives our body an all-round good workout. Moving on, you could be doing some hill sessions. This is so good to improve our form, improve our strength as well. You have to do loads of these, maybe 4 or 5 reps of 60 to 90 seconds, just fast, hard up, and then walk back down to the start again. Hills really are described as that sort of strength work in disguise. There's so many benefits of doing that. The final one I like is a progressive run. Really good here to start out at a super slow pace on your run. So it may be starting out about 7 or 8 minutes a K pace and then building up to maybe sort of 6K pace towards the end of the run. Just knocking each K down slightly faster than the one before. Now all these sessions I really like because we're not standing around getting cold and giving that chance to our muscles to seize up. Just want to give a quick shout out to some of our awesome subscribers age 50 plus, showing us that age is just a number and you can achieve some amazing things with your running. Me and Sarah have loved hearing your stories. Keep on inspiring everybody and keep on getting it done. So this next point is for anyone that is going through or experiencing some symptoms of the menopause. Now, it's perfectly safe to exercise throughout this time, and running can really help relieve the symptoms of the menopause as well. But it's super important to listen to your body and potentially give it a little bit more recovery time during this period and just adapting your routine slightly. If you have been experiencing some bad night's sleep, you're not going to feel refreshed and ready to go the next day, so you might want to potentially shift your run back a day. And if you have been suffering with things like some hot flashes as well, it can be good to try and do your runs earlier in the morning when it is a little bit cooler. But as I say with this, perfectly safe to be out there exercising. It will be really good for your overall health, but just don't be afraid to potentially just adapt things slightly. Gives yourself that extra recovery time that your body will need. Quickly guys, if you are finding the video useful, it would help me out so much if you could hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well for all the latest and greatest running tips, and also answer today's question of the day. What's the best advice you could give to someone age 50 plus to help out with their running? We'll see you down in the comments. So as we said at the start of the video, our body does lose a little bit of lean muscle mass. So it's really important to try and get a strength session in, at least one, ideally 2 strength sessions in every week to help build that muscle back up again. So don't get too scared by this. It doesn't have to be much, just around 20 or 30 minutes doing some really key things. Now for older runners, the calf muscles are just so much, I don't know why, so much extra vulnerability goes on there. So doing some things like some calf raises, very, very basic stuff, and then combine that with squats. A squat is said to be the best exercise anyone can do, and also some lunges, and then building that core up as well with some planking. We'll give you some examples of everything up on the screen now. As I say, 20 to 30 minutes once, maybe even twice a week if you can, will really help strengthen you up, improve your speed, and most importantly, stop those injuries coming up. So as I'm sure a lot of you know, running is a full body weight, full impact sport. Every time our foot lands on the ground, we've got 2 or 3 times our body weight coming back up through our body. So if we can be adapting our training a little bit to lessen that load, it's really good thing to do. So if you can get off tarmac and get out on some trails, some fire roads, that will really help your running. And I never like to say this, but it could be a time to take your running down from maybe 5 runs to 4 runs, or 4 runs to 3 runs a week, and replace that with some other ways to work our cardiovascular system. The 2 main ones, swimming and cycling. It's really giving your body that really good solid workout without the impact coming back through our sort of bones and joints and everything there. Alternatively, there are loads of ways, and I've just written a few down here. You go hiking, walking, gardening, going to yoga, Pilates, or doing some sessions at the gym, some of the fitness classes that they offer. But as I say, it might be a good time to maybe take that 1 extra run out of our weekly routine and replace it with another way that we can add that fitness without that impact. So I said at the start of the video ways that you can compete with some younger runners and possibly even beat them as well. Now in ultras, specifically sort of quite longer ultras, so maybe 100k up to 100 miles, the people that do best at these are people in their sort of 40s and 50s as well. So there's really no reason why someone aged around 50 can't go out there and beat someone in their 20s and 30s. Why is this the case? It's not because of our fitness and everything, it's because of our head. Older runners, those wise old owls have just got much stronger head on them, and you can use that to your advantage in these longer races. You look at all these runners competing in ultras in the mountains or in the flat areas as well. The people that do well tend to be those older runners out there. So if that's something you'd like to give a go, we'll link down below to a really good directory of ultras. And yeah, never too late to start and challenge yourself. Maybe you'll be running 100 miles very soon. And the final thing I want to have a chat about today is a quick mental health check. Now, it's just a quick reminder, obviously it's going to be quite hard, but eventually we are not going to be able to beat the times we ran when we are younger. It's just a fact of getting older. We're just not going to be able to keep on setting PBs and PRs. Well, unless you're new to running, and then you might have many years of improving. But for me and a lot of people in the community, running is far more about just times. It's about exploring, seeing some new sights, making friends, being part of a community, looking after our bodies, staying healthy, traveling around, getting out, seeing sights and smells of the season, seeing animals out in the nature. All I say is just be kind to yourself. It's never too late to try something new, and it's great if you're going to be starting out on your running journey soon. But running really doesn't have to be all about those times. It's just about getting out there, using your body for good and enjoying yourself. So there we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just a little thing to finish up on. When I started to get quite fast and okay at running some good times, someone came up to me and said, would you rather run a sub 220 marathon and have an amazing PB, or would you rather run every day? It's always choking me up for the rest of your life, and that is always what I want to always what I'd want to take is running every day for the rest of my life. Running is just the best thing. It makes me so excited, it makes me so passionate. I just love it. And for me and my girlfriend Sarah, who's helped film this video, we'd always say, so hopefully we have a long, happy life of running many miles together, way into old age as well. So hopefully a lot of that will be the case for a lot of you guys as well. And as I say, if you have found the video useful, please smash that like button. Check out the website, benparks.com, for the latest and greatest training plans and all merch and the best running hats in the business to help you with your running. So that's it, guys. Lots of love. Wishing you all the very best with your running. Many happy Ks, many happy miles out there on the trails and the roads and up on the mountains getting it done. We'll see you in the next one.